So you just need to bear that in mind, even when you're tired, because you don't need to, obviously you're never going to have the same pace, the same speed, the same power as when you're fresh, when you're tired, but you still need to be thinking, still need to be looking around, you know, and still really trying to join in the team. But equally in the first round, I heard a lot more people talking to each other. In the second round, again, you're tired, they're tired, almost none of you spoke to each other. And it really shows. It really showed you the difference. Any questions about anything from anybody?
Small people hanging off trying to do head rips. So Sean and Luke, both of you in the second round got me in a head rip when I'm already like this. You've just hung on my head. What's it doing? You both tried it. Like the only time that it worked was when I got turned around, popped my head up, and then the head rip worked. If I'm sat like this, don't bother.
That is one thing.
Everyone's going for head rips.
I did, yeah. 99% of everything I saw were head rips. Try other things. So when we go back in for the next 2 rounds, no one's allowed to do a head rip unless somebody is deliberately presenting it to you as a manoeuvre, okay? Just pumps, sotagaris, leg rips, you know, do other things. I know you know other things, because we could practice pump and stuff.
Where's your striking be in relation to that?
So the way I look at it is when I go in on someone, if they know I'm coming the defensive, I hit them. I go in, I cause them pain, then I shoot for the wrestle. If Kai, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but just use words because you're waving around.
Turn your arm.
Oh, my arm. Yeah.
Because you're still the other side of this, doing this.
I was trying not
to buy.
Use your words.
Okay.
When it comes to the centre,
Pardon?
when it comes to the centre, on the one where we were resisting, Moose and Rory both fell back quite a way. Were we supposed to follow them, or would we let them?
Well,
take
so
them out?
when you're holding a line, you should follow. But this is something I didn't mention. If you are for some reason holding a line, you want to actually talk to each other. So you say hold, or if you're moving forwards, step. Because if you step forward, you go step, and the people next to you are meant to step and also say step. You know, when it ripples down the line.
No, but I'll go on the one where they came past us. You and Rory both went back, and your vanguard came past us.
Well, is that like the centre of the team that's
Your front in and our vanguard come in.
well, because in that first round, the Vanguard went past me, and because I was free, I just turned around, tripped, and it was like so easy. Like, so does the centre, when we're doing our system, do they need to make sure they're tied up so they can essentially flank our Vanguard?
Yeah, so the centre of the wings should present enough threat that the enemy centre of wings feels like they can't turn their back.
Yeah.
And then the Vanguard bursts through, then the centre is left with a really bad choice of, do I turn my back on the guys who in the enemy centre because I know these other guys behind me, or do I push forward and fight the guys in front of me, knowing there's people behind me? The idea is
So pushing Rory back to the list sort of thing, or following him back, and then he broke away and joined another and went to 2v2. So leave him there and go do something.
What if you hold the line, or if you?
Well, we were holding the line, but they were sort of lowering us back. So we've got to keep them engaged and not let them just run.
So it wasn't communicated across, but when I said we hold the line, I swap the sweeper, I put a marker in the back, right? So if we hold the line, we hold the line. If somebody breaks through, that's fine. We sort of push it across, and we let the guy behind deal with them, whoever breaks through. So we keep holding the line, and the idea is press together as one. We push them back. Right?
yeah, I mean with the hold the line thing, which is what the enemy seems to a lot of teams do, is they just try and hold the line and you try and play whack-a-mole with hold-ons. So don't worry too much about exactly what you're meant to be doing there, because we're looking to change the meta quite a bit on it. Right, take the fight for hold-ons. When you first meet up in that line, the people in the centre and the wings do need to be hitting. Like that's what we by causing threat. If you're there, you're one-end weapons, pole-arms, you're striking people in front of you hard, and you're trying to cut their arms off hard. When they will have to worry about blocking, they're like fuck. And then when the Vanguard bursts through next to them, they're like a bit distracted, and you should just keep hitting them even while the vanguard's pushing through, they keep hitting you to keep that distraction going while the vanguard goes through. Obviously, the vanguard can go through, they can strike as they're going through, they can do whatever, but they're just going through. Their initial goal is to take pole arms out. And if you burst through the vanguard, you see a pole arm there, you should immediately take them. Because the enemy team, I think 12, the French at the last World Championship had like 8 pole arms in a 12 man. Yeah, there were 8-foot pole arms. So were like 8, 12-foot pole arms. And they were just like, and the way, we don't really train pole arms like this in this country, but they train to work as a 2. So what happens is that one pole arm comes at an angle, the next one comes straight down. So what the first one sweeps, the next one strikes. And literally so it's just bam, 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 like this. So when there's 8 of them working in 4 groups of 2 doing this, you very quickly get carved down if you don't go through and hit the fight to them. Once you're in wrestling, the pole arms just can't do so much. Obviously one, pole arm guy might get 3, run rounds, but he's only 1, it's not 8. And it's very hard. If let's say I was wrestling Martin and 2 or 3 pole arm guys start hitting me, it's very hard for me to stay standing when they start working on you like that. The armour breaks, things get break, you get knocked unconscious. That happens. Because you're there and you got pole arm here, pole arm here, pole arm here.
Barney, right,
So-
all of it's been out at once.
Any questions?
Yeah, question. So when we're doing that then, I was fighting against Kai, he's obviously got like 200 apps. If I'm on the wing, and he's obviously got 200 weapon, how do I go and fight if I'm still saying a strike, but he's got
You basically, you have to grab hold of his weapon and strike it with hands. Kai, come here a second. Just imagine that pole arm. But if I kind of, look, if I push, normally they'll give some resistance, like a snatch, so I can start attacking hands, pulling it away. Obviously, normally, if you just make for a second, Martin, decided to put it in Nicky garden. So quite often, if we're fighting enemy teams, the pole arm guys will be 1 row behind, and we've got this 8-foot pole arm that he can hit me with. The problem I then have is that Martin's in front here, he's trying to restrict me. Now the wings, when I say the wings obviously are striking or holding, obviously Vanguard's going to be coming through quite quickly and should very quickly get to him. But the wings can still fight. If Kai was vulnerable and I'm on the wings, I can still come in. And pop the earth wall. Something that I do quite in the 12s and 30s when pole arm is kind of striking me. What you do is, as it's coming down, normally for the aiming for collarbone, head, arm, you can just step in so it lands hold, wrap it like this, and then strike with hands.
It's so hard to pull it back as well.
Because it's just stuck on you, so the axe blade's just behind you. Because out in the 5s, pole armors tend to strike sideways a lot more because they can get in. But in the 12s and 30s, they have to come down. So it's going to land somewhere here. So that means you can literally just 1 step forward, wrap it, to the pole arm line, but you can be holding. In here, that's a bit harder because you don't have axe head, so the pole arm can pull them out a bit more. But realistically, once the axe head gets stuck somewhere, pole armors, a lot of experienced pole armors, the second they feel it gets stuck, they literally just let go, run, grab a new weapon. Just instantly. In the 12s and 30s, you'll just see the pole armor let them go up and like just constantly, and just run and grab another one, or an axe, or pull a spare weapon out. Because once they get caught, it's caught.
It's worth mentioning running blade down half.
If you're experienced enough, when you're striking down, Kai, come here a second, you're holding that. When I say strike at the hands, I want to land my blade so it slides down. We all have this gap at the top of our gauntlet or the bottom of the gauntlet of flesh. So if you strike down, and you can use this as a guide, so it hits the wood and slides in, you'll catch the fleshy part of the pole armor's hands here, around that hand, it really hurts them.
Even if you don't hit them very hard, the metal will pinch against the oak.
Yeah.
It doesn't take a lot of power to do that.
Yeah.
Makes them flinch.
One other caveat, don't do that in training. Very easy to break people's fingers even with sticks, so try and avoid it.
That's the international.
Yes. Anything else?
That one does.
Anything I've missed? Speaking about.
Oh, dead bodies. You can still talk to people.
That's actually an important one. If you are down on the floor, warnings, advice, etc. You know.
That's harder than the first
You know,
round.
and when you go down, shout. You should be shouting you're down till you see teammates look at you. They don't always see you.
I think in that first round there's a fight going on in the corner. And I started screaming about the body, and I could feel people start trying to use me. And it was great because it started using me, but everyone sat next to me going, "Oh, he's talking."
No, watch one of your own teammates get slipped over you. I was going to tell them anything wrong. Just like, no, keep doing that. That sounds. Right, is it worth having a quick debrief in our own 12s? Just make sure we have them there where everyone was. So
Is everyone happily understood what was going on? If you want to get back into the 12, I thought both teams were fairly equal. We'll keep it.